Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today I am going to discuss on a topic that is WTO agreements. In the last videos I have discussed about WTO formation, gate and various WTO rounds. You can check out the videos in my channel. I'll put the link of the videos in the description box. So let us start WTO agreements. When I discuss about WTO formation, I have told that WTO membership comes with a package of agreements. A country when gets membership of WTO, when it becomes a member of WTO, it needs to agree to all the agreements of WTO. It cannot choose between the agreements. That means it cannot choose that the country will sign this agreement and it will sign not another agreement. It has to agree to all the agreements. So there are various kind of WTO agreement. We have a long list, but the main agreements are TRIPS, TRIMS and GATS. So I am going to discuss these agreements one by one in a series of videos. Today I am going to discuss the agreement on trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. So it is an international legal agreement between all the members of WTO. It covers most of the aspects of intellectual property rights, including copyright, geographical indication, trademark, industrial design and trade secrets. Before moving ahead to the details of this agreement, I would like to discuss what is intellectual property, what is intellectual property rights, what are the division of intellectual property, that is copyright, geographical indication, trademark. So starting with what is intellectual property? It means the creation of mind, and intellectual property rights means right of creator to protect his or her creative work so that no one can indulge in duplicacy of this creative work, right? So intellectual property rights are of many types. First we have is copyright. Copyright is the right to protect literary or artistic work. That means if you have written a book, if you have produced music, all this you can protect through copyright. Geographical indication, next we have the geographical indication term or GI term has been in news in recent times, as many of product from Northeast including Assam has got GI tag. Recently Boka rice of Assam has got GI tag. Previously Muga of Assam has got GI tag. So what is GI tag? GI tag indicates the origin of a product. If a product is unique to a particular region, like Muga product, that is Muga silk, is unique to Assam. It is not found anywhere else. It is found only in Assam. So it is unique. It provides competitiveness to the producers, any kind of person engaged in the cultivation, commercial production or selling of this product, and even provide a competitiveness or sense of reputation to the region where these unique products are found. So GI tag helps in this regard. Next we have is trademark. Trademark is nothing but a brand name or brand mark. Brand name is a logo, it might be a word, it might be a symbol. Like we have Bingo, it is a brand, right? Like Lux is a brand. So a brand can be protected through trademark by registering with it with trademark law. So until and unless a brand is protected through trademark, anyone can copy it. When a brand gets registered with Trademark Act, it gets legal protection. No one can copy it. Clear? Then we have is industrial design. Industrial design means design applied to manufacturing product. That means all the manufactured products has some kind of design, right? Like Maruti cars have some kind of design. No one can copy that. Like luxury cars like Audi, all this has some kind of design. These design needs to be protected also. The techniques of manufacturing, all these things needs to be protected. So under TRIPS, all kind of intellectual property can be protected. Every country has their own intellectual property rights act. Like in India, we have copyright acts, we have a trademark act, we have patent act. I have not discussed about patent. Patent is the right to protect innovation in the technological field. If you have innovated something, any technological product or technology, you can protect that with patent. So we have Patent Act in India, which provides protection to the creators. But these provides protection in the national boundary. Whenever you indulge in trade relation with international partner or indulge in trade relation with in the international market, which act will protect it? Right? There needs to be a global law for protecting these rights, right? So these TRIPS helps in protection of intellectual property rights in case of international relationship, international trade. TRIPS agreement is a product of UR agreement. I have already discussed about Uruguay Round agreement, which came into effect on 1st January 1995. So, I have already discussed what is intellectual property right, so I will not discuss this slide. So, what is the objective of protection of intellectual property? First, it encourages creative and innovative work. If you have a fear that your technology, your innovation, your creative work can be stolen by anyone can come tomorrow and claim that it was made by them. So it will not encourage a creator or innovator, right? So there needs to be some kind of protection of these creative work, which requires IPR Acts. Then technological innovation. Technology, if you have invented some technology, it needs to be protected so that no one can copy it. No one can copy and sell it in the name of the originator. Recently, there has been ongoing conflict of there has been some kind of conflict between USA and China, where USA claimed that China has stolen its technology, which is a tapped up technology, and it comes under these TRIPS. So in order to protect technological innovation, intellectual property rights is required. Then fair competition. It provides competitiveness to the originator and creator, as no one can copy and come up tomorrow and say that this is my technology or this is my product, this I have created. These protect the creators. They feel sense of safety while competing in the international market, right? So there is a fair competition. Whatever amount of revenue or profit the creator should get or innovator should get for his or her work, he will get through protection of intellectual property. Then consumer protection. If there is no duplicacy, consumer will be protected. Consumer interest will be protected. Sometimes what happen, we pay for a brand which is a duplicate of a famous brand. We pay the same amount, same money that we would have paid in case of the original brand, but what happens? It is a breach of consumer interest, right? So in order to protect consumer interest, intellectual property rights needs to be protected. And even what happens, duplicate products are not of best quality, right? You are paying the money, but you are not getting the quality. So consumer interest is getting compromised. Then transfer of technology is one of the objective of protecting intellectual property. See, all the if you look at closely, all the innovations are happening in developed countries. Developing countries are simply borrowing technology from developed country. If developed countries are not sure if they are getting enough amount of protection for their technology, when they are not sure that they will get have a fair competitive, they will have competitive price, they will get competitive price when they sell their technology to the developing countries, they will be hesitant to transfer technology to developing countries. So technology needs to be protected. IPR protection provides a better market strength to the developed countries over technology. So they can charge high prices by selling these technologies to the developing countries. So these are the objective of protection of intellectual property. So there are some requirements under TRIPS. The requirements are copyright must be protected for at least 50 years. It comes in NET examination also. For how long copyrights are protected under TRIPS. So it is protected for at least 50 years. Then computer programs are also included under copyright. Computer programs are treated as literary work under copyright law of TRIPS. Patents are granted for 20 years under TRIPS. So just remember the term, copyright are granted for 50 years, patents are granted for 20 years. And copyrights and related rights are required to compliance with the provision of Berne Convention. Now what is Berne Convention? Berne Convention is the agreement on protection of artistic and literary work. So whatever protection TRIPS has for copyright related matters, it needs to comply with Berne Convention. Now Berne Convention requires that copyright protection must be automatic. That means you do not need to, whenever you are suppose you are an artist and you are selling your artistic work in the international market, you do not need to register your work with the TRIPS. You will get automatic protection. You do not need to require to protect it through copyright, through formal registration. What happens in India? You need to protect your work under Copyright Act. You need to register. You need to have a formal registration in order to protect your work. But whenever you want to sell in international market, you will get protection under copyright law of TRIPS. It is automatic. You do not need to apply for formal registration. I hope you are clear. So what are the benefits of protection? See, stronger protection invites investment, both foreign and domestic. As I have said, there is a transfer of technology from developed countries to developing countries. They get a sense of security that their work, their innovation will get protected, right? So this is one kind of benefit where it encourages investment, transfer of technology. IPR protection also enhances research and development. As I have said, there is a sense of security, there is a competitiveness. So it enhances research and development. It enhances or encourages the morale of the researchers, innovators or creators in any field. Third benefit is IPR system provides a great opportunity to developing countries from protection of indigenous property rights and traditional knowledge. See, developing countries has enormous source of natural resources. You can see, look at in the case of India, we have enormous natural resources which is unique to India only. Like I have said the example of Assam where Muga is found. So it is something unique to this region, right? So these products needs to be protected so that these developing countries get a sense of security, sense of respect that their products are getting recognition. Their products will not, and no one will copy or their products, and they will give a fair market price in the international market. So this is one kind of benefit for the developing countries. Coming to limitation, it is not that IPR protection is free from limitation. It has been seen that technologies are transferred from developed countries to developing countries. So IPRs enhances the market power of these developed countries, right? It enhances the market price of the products or technologies or any kind of innovations. So developed countries are selling this product at a very high price to the poor countries or to the developing countries. So developing countries are being greatly affected by this because they need to import this technology. So they are paying a very huge amount on import of these technologies from developed countries. So this is one limitation. This was all about TRIPS. In the next class, I will discuss about TRIMS, that is trade related investment measures, and GATES. Thank you so much.